Here it is, the truth that will dissolve the last chain. Your pain isn't just part of your story. It is the ink, the author, and the parchment. The moment you stop fighting it, you realize pain was never the antagonist. It was the narrator all along. The cosmic paradox. Every spiritual tradition whispers this truth in code. Christianity, the kingdom of God is within you, not in spite of your suffering, but through it. Buddhism, life is suffering, not as condemnation, but as liberation's starting line. Taoism, the wound is where the light enters you, not to heal, but to illuminate. Even science bows to this truth. Supernovas forge new elements in their death throes. Forests need fire to birth sequoias. Your cells apoptose, self-destruct, to make room for renewal. Destruction is creation's first language. Your pain speaks it fluently. The alchemy of being, Nietzsche's eternal recurrence, wasn't a thought experiment. It was a mirror. What if you've already lived this life infinite times? The betrayal that shattered you, a familiar lesson. The loss that hollowed your chest, an old friend. The failure that haunts your dreams, a recurring character. The question isn't, why does this hurt? But what eternal truth am I here to engrave through this ache? Guilt, grief, rage, they're not flaws. They're chisels. Every strike etches your essence deeper into the cosmos. The ancestral revelation. You are not a solo act. You're a chorus. The grandmother who buried 6 children sings through your resilience. The grandfather who survived genocide thunders in your defiance. The ancient hunter who starved for his tribe feasts through your hunger for meaning. DNA studies prove trauma alters gene expression for generations. But so does transcendence. Your pain isn't yours alone. It's a relay torch passed through millennia. How you carry it rewrites the past as much as the future. The quantum truth modern physics reveals. Observing light changes its nature. It's both particle and wave. Your pain is both wound and wisdom. Observe it as a curse, and it collapses into suffering. Observe it as a teacher, and it expands into revelation. Schrödinger's cat lives and dies in the box. Your pain lives and dies in your gaze. The unthinkable prayer, thank your pain, not with platitudes, but with action. To the anxiety, what frontier are you pushing me to explore? To the heartbreak, what walls must stay shattered so love can flow? To the failure, what arrogance are you incinerating to make room for grace? This isn't gratitude, it's collaboration. The last illusion you've been sold purpose as a destination. A mountaintop where the pain stops and the view astounds. But here's the secret the mystics buried in parables. The mountain is made of the climb. Every rock that cuts your hands, every storm that blinds you, every false summit that breaks your heart, that's the peak. There's no other side. The raw, bleeding act of ascent is the purpose. The ultimate equation, pain plus attention equals legacy. Van Gogh's madness. Starry Night's swirls. Mandela's prison cell. A nation's rebirth. Your private hell. The exact frequency needed to heal someone you'll never meet. This isn't metaphor. It's quantum entanglement. Your agony rippling through the collective unconscious, whispering, "You're not alone." The final words go carve your name into the dark. Let your scars be the constellations others navigate by. Wear your pain like a crown of stars, jagged, burning, impossibly alive. But when someone asks how you found your purpose, tell them, "I didn't. It found me, every time I stopped running from the fire and let it teach me how to breathe ash. End. This isn't a conclusion. It's an invitation to live unfinished. The revolution continues in every breath that chooses presence over numbing, every heartbeat that drums, "I am here. I am awake." Share this series with those brave enough to want the map, not the mask. The world needs fewer healed people and more alive ones. Turn notifications on. The pilgrimage into depth has just begun. Final warning: this truth cannot be unseen. Once you know pain as ally, all escapes become prisons. The door is open. Walk through, or spend eternity rattling the knob.